Hello everybody and welcome back to a video on the channel. This is how it's gonna look for a while. Forever really, this is how it's gonna look. Today, as you guys can see by the title of this video is the Premier League season is mad. It is literally crazy this season, guys. Basically in today's video we'll be discussing how this season's Premier League season has been a bit crazy, and it has been because this season is a season where I wouldn't expect teams to be performing so well as such. Um, like for instance, we're gonna go team by team a little bit. Not as much into detail, but we're gonna go team into team. Um, so I'm gonna start off with Arsenal, who are the league leaders at the moment. Separated by 2 points of City, which is pretty standard. Arsenal kind of do bottle it a little bit when it comes to this part of the season, but Arsenal are doing pretty well this season. They've had a tough few games coming up. They've got Aston Villa tonight, kicking off at 8:15, which is a good game. Looking forward to that game. They've got quite a few fixtures, or they have had quite a few fixtures in the past that have been pretty difficult for them. But hopefully they will catch up. And I don't really know. I will be doing a who I think should win the league like prediction soon. But not quite yet. But I will be doing that soon. I feel like with Arsenal, they're a London club. They're a good team, good side, but there's something about Arsenal that I wouldn't want them to win the league. In one aspect, I would want them to win the league, but then in another aspect, I think like they will, the hype will be crazy. The hype will be crazy with that Arsenal team. Trust me, guys, the hype with that team will be mad. Um, it was just like with Tottenham, how they won the Conference League. No, not Conference League. They won the Europa League last season, and they were crazy about it. But now they think they're so good and big and all that stuff. But I don't know, guys. But we're gonna move on now to a newly promoted team. I'm not gonna do this in order, really. I'm gonna move on to a newly promoted team called Sunderland. Sunderland, they're doing extremely well. Extremely well. I think Sunderland are a really good team. I personally think Sunderland will stay up 100%. Doing really well considering it's their first season in a long time in the Premier League. Performances are really well at home and away. Home is better though, I think. Personally, their home record is better. I'm not actually quite sure what their home record is. Let me have a little look. Because they're on 28 points currently with one win and 3 draws and 1 loss. So they're doing alright, to be fair. They're unbeaten in like 3 games. They're unbeaten in 3 games, which is pretty good for Sunderland. Really promoted team, 7th place in the league. Doing alright, not too bad. They have lost, although they have lost 4 games, which don't really make no sense to me, to be fair, because I feel like they're doing really well at the minute. And didn't expect them to be losing 4 games actually. They've won 7 games and drew 7 games, so they've drew quite a lot of games, to be fair. But yeah, Sunderland are definitely up there this season, 100%. The next team I want to talk about is my team, of course, Crystal Palace. Obviously, really good team. At the moment, guys, we're not really doing well. It's going a bit up and down, sort of thing. With the team because we haven't got enough players within the squad, really. So it's hard really for us because our team is so good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not about the team. It's about what it is with us. It's about finishing and scoring goals, and we can't finish at all. I was watching our game against Tottenham on the weekend, and how we just cannot finish at all. It's actually shocking to see such a good side who were back in October 18 games unbeaten, 20 games unbeaten, and now like we've lost like 3 games on in a row. Like we're doing well in the league. Don't get me wrong. Like it's it's coming to January now, and with 18 games played, we've won 7 games, drew 5, and lost 6. Losing 6 games is it's not really good. We wouldn't want to lose 6 games, of course, but again, like we're doing well considering. Like I think 2 weeks ago we was like fifth in the league, so it's a sudden drop really, but we're doing well in all kind of ways that we can because we haven't got a big enough squad. We need that big squad to be able to actually like to grow out the team because we're playing Mateta week in week out, and really we could be playing like I don't know Nketiah, even knowing Kamada's out, but we could put. I'm gonna do another video based on our team, guys, just our team. But I feel like Crystal Palace we're doing really well, but just need a bit more, need to up the progress needs to be getting higher and higher. Like we can't be dropping down now, because this is the time where we can't be dropping down at all. Got to stay up, 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 up. Um, but we'll move on now to a pretty surprising team. To be fair, that are not doing well at all in the Premier League currently, which is West Ham United. West Ham United are doing shocking this season, really. Um, not doing really well at all, and this is how this Premier League season is crazy, really, because all these teams we saw last season and the season before who were doing really well, such as West Ham, Wolves, and the likes of Newcastle, for instance, were doing really well, and all of these teams have dropped off. Like West Ham, they're a good team. Don't get me wrong, West Ham are a good team. They just haven't found that right manager, the right players yet. I feel like when they sold Kudus to Tottenham, they they just dropped all of a sudden, just dropped. And I don't know exactly why that is because they have they had like 3 managers within the past 4 to 5 months, I believe, because they sacked. I can't remember who they sacked now, but they sacked the manager, and then they brought in Nuno, from who was the previous Nottingham Forest manager before Ange Postecoglou. Um, so they brought in Nuno, and they've only won. I believe they haven't even won 5 games under Nuno because they've. I'm looking here, and they've only won 3 games, and they've lost 11 games this season. For West Ham to be losing 11 games this season is crazy. It's actually crazy for West Ham as well. Like West Ham last season were flying, I believe. Yeah, like they wasn't that great, but they were 12th. They were 14th rather. But 14th for West Ham last season is better than right now because right now they're 18th in relegation zone, and they have currently lost 11 games, and after 38 games last season, they lost 17 games and they'd won 11 games. So I don't know, West Ham or I don't know. It's kind of shocked me that they're in the relegation zone because you would think Leeds would be in relegation zone, but Leeds are doing really well at the moment. We'll go on to Leeds now actually because they're currently sitting in 16th place in the league, and to be honest, they're flying. They're doing alright, to be fair, Leeds, because they signed a couple of good players in the in the summer. They signed Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and who's that other really good player they signed? They've got oh, what's the player's name? I can't think of the player, but they signed a couple of good players. Oh yeah, Noah Okafor. Noah Okafor is a really good player. Come from AC Milan to Leeds United, and he's doing alright as well. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin is doing really well at the club. Performances are really well. He scored 6 goals in 6 consecutive games, I believe. I can't actually remember, but he scored like so many goals within like so many different games. It's crazy. I mean, I think they're playing today or New Year's Eve rather. Or New Year's Day, sorry. But yeah, Leeds are performing really well at the moment. They're doing alright. They're not doing too bad. See, like you would expect Leeds United to be in relegation zone. Sorry to all those Leeds fans out there, but like you would expect like the newly promoted teams to be down at the bottom of the relegation zone. But no, that's not true. That's not true, which is crazy, really. Um, right, I'm gonna go into a team now that no one expected them to be in 20th place. No one expected them to have not even won a game yet, which is Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, last season, Wolves Wolves won 12 games and finished 16th place in the league. Wolves have never been such a great team, but they've done alright in the past, really. But now they're I don't know, there's something about Wolves. They've got 2 points and it actually makes me laugh. Like Wolves are every time people want Wolves to win a game just to see because I feel like the fans will go mad if Wolves actually win a game because like for Wolves right now it's like it's now or never, really it is, because like they haven't won a game. They've brought in so many managers within the last how many months, and they've got Rob Edwards now, and he's not even making a difference to anything. So it's I don't know what to say about Wolves right now because sitting in 20th place with 2 points, and they've won. No, they haven't won a game. They've drew 2 games and lost 16 games. So I don't know. They're basically just a. I mean, drawing 2 games ain't that bad if you think about it, but like losing 16 games is crazy. It's actually outrageous. Losing 16 games, it's not good at all, really. Who else can we talk about for the final one? Let's talk about Liverpool actually, because are. I feel like because Liverpool were Liverpool are a good team. Don't get me wrong. Liverpool have performed well within the recent weeks. I thought Liverpool could have potentially gone down quite a bit because within the recent months their form has been pretty shocking. Like I wouldn't have expected them to be fourth right now in the Premier League, but that's where they are currently sitting. But with Liverpool, we beat Liverpool 3 times this season, I believe. 3 times, and which was in the um, Community Shield, Premier League once, and Carabao Cup once as well. So, which is pretty good for us. Knocked him out the Carabao Cup as well, which is always a dub. But and then lost to Arsenal in the semi-finals or quarter-finals. But anyway, Liverpool, Liverpool struggled within the recent months. They have struggled a lot. I think. Um, they struggled winning games and drawing games really because they've won 10 games this season, which is surprising me really because Liverpool are a good team. That is the truth. Liverpool are a good team, but they haven't performed well because they lost so many games like before they started winning games, which I don't even know when was. They just performed rubbish. Rubbish. They didn't perform good at all. And then Wirtz come along, Florian Wirtz, and I've never seen a player like him. To be fair, he was a good player. He was a good player in the Bundesliga, but and then just come to the Premier League and sort of went like that, went down straight away, and then scored his first goal on the weekend. Weekend lost. He scored his first goal for the club, but other than that, Liverpool Liverpool starting just to go up now slowly, but I feel like that's because of their run of games. Their run of games hasn't been hard at all, really. Every game's hard in the Premier League. Don't get me wrong, but like still, there haven't been like proper like proper tough games like Arsenal as such or Aston Villa or other teams like that. Alright, we'll do one more, and that one more will be Aston Villa because we haven't spoke about Aston Villa. And Aston Villa are doing exceptionally well. Aston Villa, oh my word. Aston Villa have won 11 games in a row, which is outrageous. Unai Emery is definitely doing a superb job for Aston Villa currently. Aston Villa are sitting in third place in the Premier League with 12 points. No, not 12 points. With 39 points, sorry. And actually, hang on a minute. They could. Oh no, they'll be on 41 points. They have won 12 games and they have drew 3 games and lost 3 games. So they could be title contenders. Realistically, they could be title contenders. They are doing really well. Ollie Watkins and Morgan Gibbs White, not Morgan Gibbs White, Ollie Watkins and Morgan Rogers are doing the most out there on the pitch, and so is Kamara. Really, they've got a player called Kamara who's doing really well, and their whole team is performing really well, and I feel like they could potentially be title contenders if they keep it up. We'll have to find out tonight whether they win against Arsenal or lose against Arsenal. We'll see tonight. But anyway, guys, that is the video. This is going to be the new routine, guys. Me sitting in front of this camera recording, which I love already. So, hope you guys have once again enjoyed this video. It's been a pretty long video. It's been a nice video. Just talking about the Premier League and why this season is crazy. Why this season is so mad, because it has been crazy, and to be honest, it surprised me really. This season has surprised me in a lot of different ways. But without further ado, I'm gonna go. It has been another really good video. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. All of the things here will be here along this screen. It will say like, comment, share, subscribe all along here. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, which will be on Friday. Friday, I will be doing a video on reacting to the games that we have coming up today and New Year's Day. There will be football on all day. See you guys in a bit. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. In a bit, guys.